What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's Dylan the Combat Gardener here, and today we're going to be getting this Vigo Garden 32-inch tall 10-in-1 raised garden bed filled up, ready to plant, growing some beautiful vegetables, all while taking you along with us, learning something, I hope, and getting you in the garden. So we're going to fill this up using the Hugelkultur method. Hugelkultur method could be a tongue twister. What that is, it's a method of gardening, originates in Eastern Europe, Germany, and those countries over there. And what they do is they use logs, limbs, leaves, compost, any kind of materials you can find around your yard. You layer them up in your raised bed. It kind of help fill that space, creating a space for bacteria to grow, to help break stuff down, create a nice rich environment for the roots to grow down into, keeping the roots nice and warm, just giving it a really healthy place to grow, constantly feeding your plants, and that's about it, honestly. It's not too complicated, so we'll go ahead and show you what we're going to use to fill this thing up. I've got some cardboard and some logs and things that I've cleaned up from around the yard since we moved in. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and get over here, show you what I got behind me to get this thing filled up. So let's go. All right, guys, so I'm going to show you what we're going to use to get this thing filled up here. So we've got some cardboard, which the cardboard is going to go in first. We're going to line the bottom, which is going to encourage worms, bacteria, microorganisms, grubs, things like that to come into your raised bed, help break everything down, and just creating a healthier environment for your plants. All the while helping hold moisture in, so you're not having to water it as much. Here it's very sandy, very dry. We have an issue with the drought this year, so I want to be able to keep as much moisture in here as I can without my plants going and starving for water. So yeah, so we're going to put the cardboard in. Then we're going to throw these bigger logs in. Going to line these up in there real nice. Throw some of these smaller sticks in there. Get those layered up. I'm going to throw some of these branches in that have leaves still on them. Get that all smushed down real good. I have some oak trees over there in the front yard. I'm going to wheel them over here, create a nice layer on top of that. Have some compost in the back of the truck that I got today, as well as some more garden soil if I don't have enough left over from what I used before. So let's go ahead and get this thing filled up. Why are we wasting time? All right, so I'm just gonna take all this cardboard that I have and I'm gonna start layering it down here in the bottom. Some of these square pieces I'm just gonna slide down in here, like so. These other pieces, cut them up to make it easier to all right, so I think that's good. Got a nice layer, got everything mostly covered on the bottom, so let's add the logs. You guys aren't gonna believe this. So, I mean, you might believe it. So, I'm in Florida, right? And it is so hot outside. I actually had to stop because my phone needed to take a break because it kept overheating. So, now that my phone has taken a break and I have properly taken a break, because why not take advantage of something else having to take a break? So, rehydrated. Make sure you stay hydrated and make sure you like this video and make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that thumbs up or the bell. Yeah, hit the bell so you can see all the alerts of when my new videos come out. Yeah, however that works. I'm new to YouTube. I'll get it figured out. So let's throw these gloves on and get this thing filled up, because the heat's not going to go away, and when it does, it'll be dark. So we got to get it done. right, so let me take you over here. I'll just grab this whole thing. All right, so now that we've got all these in here, looking good, looking nice, we're gonna stick some of these in there, fill up some of those gaps, get some of these branches shoved in there, and then it'll be time for the leaves. So let's get to it. Now remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. I just try to layer it in there so when I put my soil in, it doesn't collapse in some areas and I have to add more soil down the road. Try to make it to where it all settles real good. Make sure I pack it all in real good. That way I know it's not gonna go anywhere. So a little bit of a tip popped in my brain while we were getting it filled up. So thought I'd share it. So I think I'm at a point now where there's still enough gaps to get some leaves down into the bottom and fill the rest of that up. And then I'll put some more branches in, put more leaves on top, layer that, and then I'm gonna put compost in. So I'm gonna get my wheelbarrow, go up to the front yard, grab some of these leaves from around the tree, and we'll get this thing filled up. Off-road. Come on, me. All right. So we got some oak leaves from the front yard. We're just gonna pour it straight in there. I'm gonna go right over the support so it doesn't really bother it. Like I did my other ones and hold all the weight. Kind of throw it in there and shake it all down. Get it down in the cracks. We'll get another one. Look at that. No harm done. Yes, I'm putting the weight of the wheelbarrow with the leaves on the garden bed, but I'm also doing it where I'm making sure I'm not putting a lot of weight on it, moving it around a lot. I'm controlling it and dumping it in, just making it easier so I'm not scooping it in here all day, and still trying to protect my garden beds because I want these things to last as long as possible. So just in case any questions come up. All right. I'm just going to continue to fill this up, speed up the process a little bit, see when it's time to put in the compost. Guys, I'm struggling out here, man. It is boiling. So we got all the leaves spread out in here, filled all the cracks, the little crannies, the nooks. everything in between all those logs and branches. And then I had a little bit of dirt left over in this bed right here, so I kind of layered it across the top just to kind of give me a little bit of base to put my compost on. So I'm gonna go lug these bags compost out of the back of my truck, bring them over here. We're gonna start layering the compost in and get the bed ready for some soil so we can get to planting. So let's go. See how fast I just got all those out of there? I pride myself on my efficiency. It's all right. Let's get this thing finished up. I ain't got all day. Oh yeah, this stuff is really rich. Clumps up well. It's got some really good nutrients in it. Organic compost. All right, so I'm just gonna take this leftover soil that I had left on this trailer right here. I'm gonna put it in the raised bed, and then I got some other bags that I'm gonna put on top of it and kind of finish it off. We'll go from there. I like to try to recycle my soil, just because why spend money every year on brand new soil when you could just replenish your old soil and use it over and over and over again. That's how I feel. Whoa. Well, that's not what you really want to happen, but maybe let's make it work to my advantage. Lean it back out of here. I'll just scoop it all out this way. How did I not see that coming? Let me get resituated here. This just isn't working. Let's try that again. I'm just gonna top it off, and we're gonna throw those other bags of soil on. So here's the raised bed mix that I'm gonna put on top. Just gonna top dress a little bit. I only got 4 bags of this stuff, see how it goes. If I need some more, I'll get some more, but organic raised bed mix. It's got alfalfa, kelp, bone meal, earthworm castings, all the good stuff you want. So we're just gonna get some of this mixed up in here, get this thing top dressed off, and we'll be done. tell you just by the way this stuff smells that it's already good quality. It smells very earthy, very healthy. It smells good. So yeah, just gonna mix this around. Get it nice and evened out. Well, guys and gals, I think that's it for today. Got it nice and top dressed. Gonna water it in and call it a day. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe, hit that bell, get your notifications whenever I post something new, and be on the lookout for the next video because we're always coming up with something out here in the Combat Garden. So remember, stay tuned. Check me out on Instagram at Combat Gardener. That's where I post most of my content at. And we'll see you next time. You guys take it easy.